Hey everyone, I'm Ishan Sharma and I'm super excited for you to look at this video. Pratham Wagmare joins me today to talk about his own journey of how he got started into the world of Facebook advertising. He talks about his own journey of going from an 11th grade dropout to building his own agency, which is right now one of the best agencies to work with in Asia. I hope you'll get to learn something from this. The timestamps are given. You can move around if you want to. All I ask from you is to hit the like button. That is pretty much it. And now let's get started with the video. Hey Pratham, thank you for joining me here and taking out the time for doing this interview. And for the audience that is watching this video right now, the way I discovered Pratham is when I was actually just like watching some videos on YouTube, and I found his ad saying that, hey, let me teach you how you can make Facebook ads and all. I was actually watching his ads for like 5 or 7 months. I was just like, who is this guy? I just like went up on Google and I Googled him, so I got to know, okay, this is who he is, this is what it actually does. Sorry for the long intro, but welcome to the video, welcome to the channel, and how are you doing there?
Thanks for having me, first of all. And yeah, man, your channel is really great. I used to see your videos, and as I said earlier, also, I saw your stocks video,
Yeah.
not stocks, your crypto video. So I saw your crypto that, like I was searching something on crypto and also found your channel. And then it's crazy that you reached out to me after just like a few weeks after that. And yeah,
Yeah.
man, I mean, you are doing great and you are working hard on your channel and it's going amazing for you as well.
Thank you so much. Let's talk about your journey right now, because I think that's what is more interesting for the viewers in this video at least. So tell me about your journey. What are you doing right now? What are you working on? And how did you get to this place? What is your story like?
So basically, I started my entrepreneurial journey like 5 years ago, you can say. So I started in 2000, end of 2016. And I was this guy where, like I didn't like formal education from like, and people say, like if you go on Instagram and all that, like formal education will make you a living, but self-education or something like that, self-education
Uh,
will be a fortune, something like that. So people say like that, but for me, from the first place itself, like I didn't like the formal education thing. So then what happened was I dropped out of 11th standard. And then once I dropped out of 11th standard, then I was like, man, what to do? I didn't know what to do in my life. And I really wanted to make money. This is one thing, like I wanted to make money. And then one day, like, I don't know, many people have done the same thing. Like they search online, like how to make money online, how to make money online and all that. And I used to search all those things on YouTube, Google and all that. And one day I saw this guy's ad, Ty Lopez, who's very famous for his ads and all. He was nowadays he has almost stopped actually running ads, but at that time I saw his ad, and his ad was basically like how to start a successful marketing agency, meaning how to start an SMMA. And I was like, what's an SMMA? So SMMA is basically social media marketing agency, and he in his ad was saying like how you can make $1 to $10,000 per client by managing the social media. And at that time, like even $1,000 was like a dream amount for me because I was not making any money, like zero. So basically, for me, I was like, I got really hooked. I was very interested in how that happened. And, like whatever he had to say. And, I really got hooked onto his stuff. Then through him, I got into this field of SMME, having my own marketing agency and stuff like that. And at that time, I didn't have any money, to buy his course, because at that time his course was for $1,000, and now his course is very cheap. But I didn't get his course. Then after that, what happened was I just started, but I got really hooked onto this idea of, I wanted to start my own marketing agency and close clients and work, and manage the social media.
Now, gaining financial independence requires you to have information about two main things. Number one, what is it that you're going to work on, and number two, what do you do with the capital that you already have. Now what most people do is they would put their savings into a bank account or into a fixed deposit, but that is not the best way to go about it. That's where you can look at guaranteed return plans from Policy Bazaar. The best part about this is that you are getting the life cover as well as you're getting the returns, which is higher than FD. Also, all the returns that you do make are going to be completely tax free under section 10D. You can actually save up to 46,800 rupees on the invested amount under section 80C. Also, you'll be getting the life cover. It is basically going to be an amount that the insurer pays to your nominee in case of an unfortunate event. The returns from the guaranteed return plans would be somewhere between 5.5 to 6%. Considering that this is tax free, it is going to be higher than the FD that you have. The life cover starts from day one till the policy term period, and it is 10 times the annual premium that you invest. Now, these type of plans work best if you want to build a surplus corpus by investing little amounts that you can use later on for, let's say, your masters, or let's say you're doing your world tour, or if you're going for your retirement. All of that can be done with the help of this guaranteed return plans. It will work best for you if you are in it for the longer period of time. If that is something that interests you, you can check out the link in the description to learn more about the guaranteed return plans from Policy Bazaar. That's it, and now let's get back to the video.
So then what happened was I just researched on YouTube, like how I can get started and all that. And YouTube helped me in the beginning stages. Like it had all the things I needed for me to begin. And then as soon as I began it, like, started reaching out to like potential clients using Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And then after that, it was a huge trial and error. I mean, it was like, you can say, I think so 1 year, I was just like, it was just a trial and error period. I was just trying, failing, and I didn't have guts to obviously pitch clients like $1,000 in the beginning. In the beginning I was like just charging like 200 bucks for the service. And then finally, after just trial and error, like how to talk with the clients, for my English was very bad in the beginning because like in Maharashtra specifically, I can speak for Maharashtra. It's like if you are in state board, your English is not that great, compared to students from ICSE schools. So like I was from state board and I didn't have anyone to speak English with. So I was like, man, shit. So then, but when I started to prospect, then I started doing this sales calls. I was scheduling meetings for like pitching $100, but that's cool. But I learned my English like that. And then as soon as I started doing it, then I got good results for my clients. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, I didn't really get good results. But obviously, as a beginner, I wasn't able to get good results. But after that, what happened was I started getting good results. And then after that, you can say I started charging more. And then after, you can say I was providing Facebook ad service, I was providing basically three things. So one is Facebook ads, then second is managing their Instagram account, and then the third is managing their Facebook page. That was when I started, long back, didn't know anything. So then at that time, I was actually doing this same thing for 2 years straight, like this same thing 2 years straight. After 2 years, meaning 2016, 2017, I did that. And by the beginning of 2018 or ending of 17, I started with ClickFunnels. So I got into this funnel space, and then I really liked this funnel space because a lot of millionaires were there, like people's lives were changed, in funnels. So I was like, that's the new opportunity for me. So then I learned funnels. I learned, like, I got Russell Brunson's book because that was the only thing I could afford at that time, meaning it was like 1,800 rupees. So I got the .com secrets book at that time. And after that, I read that book and I got into funnels, and I started providing funnels as well as my service, and then I was providing again for a very low price, like $300 is what I was providing. And and after that, you can say, and that's how it happened in the beginning. And then funnels, I started getting slowly, I started getting good results for my clients. And then I started charging more for my service. And then that's how my clients stacked up. And then that's how basically, like, a bird's eye view what happened in the last 5 years. And then later last year, towards the ending of last year, I started get paying clients. because I had some more time on my hand because because of this lockdown thing, and I had time, so I was like, if I'm my agency was at $25,000 per month, at that time, and recurring revenue. Like I didn't really try to even prospect at that time. But then I was like, why not also help others? Because the same way how I got into this thing, like, because no one even knows, like, not no one, but a lot of people don't know about this thing. Like, a lot of people don't know what is a social media marketing agency. They don't know this concept at all. And whoever knows, they are just trying to sell courses and all. And I'm just like so much, I'm not too much into those people. In fact, I just hate those kind of people because these people are just there for making money and all that. So there was not a real person in India who was actually a marketing agency owner who wanted to help others as well start a marketing agency. So in September last year, I started getting clients. And then till now, I have had like 360, 370 students till now. And yeah, it's been amazing. I've had the best results. Like my one of my students is now getting close to $30,000 a month. One of my other students is at 10,000, I think $10 or $12,000 a month. Many of them have closed like $5,000 deals as their first client. And yeah, I mean, it's good. Like it's fun to be the catalyst in this space for India, definitely. So that was basically my journey of the last 5 years, career-wise.
Amazing, bro. So tell me, you left at 11th. When you were in 11th grade, you left. You left school and you didn't do college. Is that right? And how were you able to?
So I was saying we after 10th we say even 11th is college by the way here in Pune. So other states is different, but till 10th is high school and school, whatever you might call, and from 11th and 12th is what we call college. 11th onwards. So yeah, that's what.
So you
So you
didn't go
didn't
to
go to
any
any
actual
actual
college,
college,
like,
like
for
for
doing a
like
bachelor's
bachelor's
engineering,
engineering,
something
something
like
like
that.
No,
that.
because that's
How were
How
you
were you
able
able
to
to?
how were
How
you
were
able
you
to
able to
tell
tell
this to
this
your
to your
parents,
parents,
and were
and were
they
they
accepting
accepting
of
of
this
this
fact?
Oh, that was crazy actually. So by the way, I don't have a father, so parents wise, I just have my mother. So I lost he died, my father died when I was 1 month old in 1999 actually, due to a heart attack. So, I just have my mom, and my mom was very angry at me actually when I was in 11th standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I used to bunk a lot actually. I used to bunk. I didn't go more than half of the year. I didn't go to college. And then you can say she was like, she gave me like 1 month time to get my life together, get my shit together. And then that 1 month time she's like, if you don't make at least 20,000 rupees, I'm gonna kick you out of the house. And that's what happened. And then fortunately what happened, and that 1 month when she gave was like after me being already 1 year into this thing. So then I was like completely focused in this work, was working 10 hours every day. And then I closed like 2 or 3 deals for like $100. No, $150 deals. I closed two or three, and I made more than 24,000 rupees in that month. And then I was like, my mom was happy, and I was like, like, see, I proved see, I proved you wrong.
Yeah.
So, and
Right.
then my mom at that time still didn't really think that this is going to be a career for me and all that, because my agency was just in the starting phase. But then no one in my family believed in me in the beginning. But as soon as I started closing more deals and started getting more clients, and yeah, that's what happened basically. And then it grew, it grew really well.
Hmm. That's really interesting. I mean, even at this point when I'm able to like make money online doing what I'm doing, my parents still say ki all of that is great, but you still have to finish the formal education. That's what they are saying.
Anyways,
Most parents,
yeah,
99% of parents, they say that actually.
right,
All of my friends' parents, like they say the same thing. Unless
right.
you make money, then
Mm-hmm.
only you'll be able to help your parents. Like that's how.
Right.
All right, bro. So, how did you scale this business that you started off, SMMA? How are you able to get a lot of clients? Because the thing is that this is basically like a services industry, right? You're in the services industry, you're providing services to other people, and scaling a services industry requires, it is actually hard, and it requires you to actually have more and more human capital. How many clients are you working with right now?
Yeah, okay. So basically, how it works, I'll tell you. In the service industry, like if you're providing a service, you don't really need, unless service. There are many things involved in this. So, for example, if you're providing some other services than digital marketing, you need money from your end. But for you to manage someone's social media, or build a funnel, build a website, anyone, you don't really need any capital from your end, obviously, right? But when I scaled up, the main things what I learned in the last 5 years, how you can scale, how anyone can scale, and how I scaled was, the main thing in this industry is, the biggest thing is the results. If you say what you can do, if you do, and if you actually can do what you say, that is the most important thing, and that's actually the most valuable thing what matters in this industry, because there are a lot of people. In fact, the whole industry is filled with these people. They overpromise and underdeliver always. They will tell you, like, the marketing agencies, they will pitch businesses. I've worked with like these clients, and they've my clients themselves have told me this, that these agencies, they came to work with us, and then they told us, they will increase our business this much, that much, and didn't happen shit. Like, no, nothing happened. And yeah, that's the problem. But when I work with them, I actually get results. So because I don't work with anyone who I know I can't get results, so that is the main thing. And how it works is, when you work with someone and you get results for someone, you have this one case study, and then you can show this one case study to like multiple people. And when you show it to multiple people, like, you start like that, like it's like a snowball effect. It's similar to YouTube, I would say. Like, I started my YouTube channel in 2010, actually January 2010. I was like 10 years old, at that time. I mean, just for fun, nothing, like, not to make money and all. But I learned a lot of things. I wanted to grow my YouTube channel, and you can say I know a lot about, like, how to grow YouTube channel and all that. So what I learned from that is, as a beginner, if you start your YouTube channel growth is the slowest in the beginning. That snowball effect is like very, very tiny. And then the snowball becomes big and big. So the bigger the snowball, the more the number of subscribers you're gonna get every day. So that is the main thing. So in the beginning, for this as well, it's like that only. It's like kind of like snowball effect, you can say, or you can say like compound interest. It's like in the beginning it's very slow, and it's like drastically over time. It's like this graph. So that's what happened. Like, I got one case study, one client was happy, and I showed another person. Like, then your success ratio is how it works. Is, in the beginning, people they don't usually actually, you can say, they don't close. If you just have one case study, people will close, but not a lot. But out of, let's say, 10 people you pitch, one person will close. But if you have 10 case studies, then like out of 10 people, like 6 7 people will close, right? So it's like that. So that's what the snowball effect I was saying. So slowly I started getting results for my clients, and then I showed results, and I was very confident from the beginning. Like, I was never nervous ever on any of my sales calls till now in my agency. And then now I have my own sales guys and all that. But yeah, I mean, that's how I grew. Like, main thing how you grow is by the results. If you don't have results to show, you can't scale, and that's the problem with all the agencies today. Like, they are just trying to hunt for new clients all the time. Just doesn't work that way. Also, it doesn't work the opposite way. Like, it's not like you just have this 25 clients who get to pay you, like, let's say $2,000 a month. Now you're making $50,000 a month, and you don't get any more. It's not like as simple as that as well, because obviously there's a churn rate. There is churn rate where people, like, where clients will fall off. So that's why you need like consistent flow of clients every month. But but you shouldn't be dependent on it, meaning like all the agencies I know, 99% of that, there are some which are amazing, which are like way better than mine, but 99% of the agencies, they just hunt for new clients. They'll get one client for $2,000, 3,000, whatever, and they'll like promise everything. They'll not do anything, and then the next month the client doesn't pay. So that's the case with all the agencies almost. But for any agency to become successful, they need to have the lifetime value of the client highest as possible. So that's what I can say.
Mm-hmm. And how much is your MRR right now?
So my MRR right now between my both companies is close to $70,000.
$70,000 monthly recurring revenue. How are you able to? So you're basically hiring people, right? You're like getting people so that they can work with all of these different clients. Because like I imagine working with 25 different clients, that can be a lot of headache. Because you're delivering services to them, right? Yeah. So
For me, I have stopped charging $2,000, $3,000. My minimum is $5,000 is what I charge. So I right now I don't have a lot of clients. Actually, my agency is at think so at like 16 or $17,000 per month. And basically other things like the other kind of money what I'm making is through other, like for example, I have like what you can say. How I do is for some people I'm partnered in that agency. Like this is one thing which not a lot of people know. So what I do is I teach people, and then I also partner up with their agency. So basically like it's like a 60-40 split. So they give me 40% and they take the 60%. So how it works is that I teach them like how I do all the thinking, and I also come on the sales call with them. Okay. And I come on the sales call with them, and this is not like just randomly. I don't give like say. Actually, I think first time I'm talking about this ever. So this agencies I partner up with who are already making like 3 to 5K per month already. Now I take these agencies to now 20K, 30K per month basically. So what happens is I have a 40% stake almost, you can say, in that company. And I think so till now I am involved with three agencies. Like I'm partnered with three agencies today till now, and I get like my rest of the revenue apart from my 16 17K currently, because I've slowed down my agency because I'm also focusing on helping others start a successful agency. So 16 17K comes from there, from my own agency. And then you can say from the other things is by partnering up, you can say then technically you can say like I have four agencies, because three is of my own students, and one is my own. So I have 40% stake in those companies, and my whole thing is like that. And the rest is get paying plans. What I my coaching. That's how I make money.
got it, bro. Amazing. Amazing. It was great talking to you, bro. What one last message would you give to the audience that is watching this video even till this point? Like they've been watching it throughout. What would you say to them if they are interested on getting started into this field? Do you think it is saturated? What would you advise to them?
So I don't think it is saturated at all, actually, because it's actually in the beginning phases. It's really in the beginning phases. It's not going to get saturated at least for the next 100 years. It's not going to get saturated because I haven't faced any competition till now. Like competition is when you actually have people competing, right? There are so many beginners. Like it's filled with beginners. Like the space is just filled with beginners. But like for example, Apple, like the Apple company, like the iPhone. So if like new companies launch for making phones all day, every day, every week, every month, but doesn't have Apple at all because they are beginners. Like that's the kind of thing. If you provide results, how many people there are in this industry who actually can get results? Very low. So that is why there is no competition. But the saturation, what you're saying, is not true when it comes to, like, people think it is true when it's like beginner. You're starting it, everyone is there, it doesn't matter. So because main thing is, if you are on the right path and you can get the results for your clients, that is the only thing which matters, I can say.
Awesome, bro. Thank you so much for joining me here. It was great talking to you. And yeah, I hope to talk with you again in another video.
Yeah, man, for sure. Awesome, man. Thanks.
All right, I hope you got to learn something from this. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about this. I had a lot of fun talking with him, and I hope you too got to learn about how can you get started with social media advertising, Facebook advertising. Thank you for watching. You can check out the guaranteed returns plan from Policy Bazaar. The link for that will be in the description. I'll see you again in another video. You can follow me on Instagram. You can also follow Pratham on Instagram. The handles will be in the description. Bye-bye.